Elizabeth and Tala from ELTS Adventures. We've got another video for y'all today, and we got another Yums box in the mail. This is number 2, and they have weird names for like their countries and stuff, like the phrases, but it's the UK, the United Kingdom. So we have only broke the tape. We've not even looked in here. So here we go. Alright.
I see some cheese puffs. No.
Ooh.
Matter of fact, they're not cheese puffs.
Alright.
Got a little
Just
the
welcome
British
to
flag.
the UK, and we, so of course, like always, we get get the booklet.
Not in your face. Don't want it to be in your face.
Alright, so
what's the first one?
The first one is the Maki sea salt and cider vinegar chips. Basically, underneath it says salt and vinegar potato chips. Alright, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but fish and chips is the UK's most famous dish. So, let's see. There are over 8,500 fish and chips shops across the UK, one for every 8 McDonald's. All specializing in the combo. And the reason why they have these in here is because what they do is they take the fries, which is the chips, and they put salt and drench them in vinegar, and they wrap them in like a newspaper. So I guess this is like their version of, you know, the fish and chips, but not the fish part. It says it's made with the same vinegar used in the fish and chips shops in the UK, and packed with a zingy tang. They're a real catch.
I bet so.
So,
I'm not a big fan of salt and vinegar.
let me smell them. I just want to smell how smell
they smell like salt and vinegar
if
chips.
they're really strong.
They're not that strong.
They don't
but
smell as strong as like the American.
Yeah.
I don't like salt and vinegar chips from.
But they're rigid, so.
So yes, they have. Ridges.
I'm not eating the whole chip.
I am, because I'm doing it for YouTube. I love you guys. I'm gonna eat the whole chip.
Okay, I'll eat the whole chip.
That's a different. Wow, that's totally different from the U.S.
Yeah, that's not. It's not that strong in vinegar.
At first, it was a weird kind of vinegary taste, but
I need some drink.
I like that better. I mean, I would probably eat those. Probably not all in one sitting, but I would rather eat those than the ones in the U.S.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm not.
So for me, 1 being absolutely hate it, would never eat it again. 5 being absolutely love it. I'm gonna give those maybe a 3.
I was thinking the same thing.
So, and we always, on this little paper right here, you vote, and then you can post it like on social media and stuff. But over here with the actual picture of the treat, we usually will write like our vote. So for both of us, we give it a 3.
And that's permanent, by the way.
That's okay. Yeah. That look good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. The next one is Dean's of Huntley All Butter Minis. And this, it says underneath it, chocolate chip shortbread.
Oh, there it is.
How many did it give us? Is it just one thing or is it 2?
2.
Oh, we get 2. We each get 1. This is a cute little
Oh,
package.
that looks like some good caramel. But
All butter chocolate chip minis.
I was gonna do it because it would
You
be
can show
better
because
for
you're
me.
closer.
Yeah, because the light won't affect
Alright.
it.
So it says, prepare yourself. These shortbread cookies are about as short as it gets, and we're not just talking about their cute mini shape. When it comes to baked goods, the word short means crumbly, which is a texture that can only be achieved with large amounts of fat. So basically, these are very crumbly because there's a lot of butter. Oh, well, shortening, I should say.
Yeah.
Scottish shortbread is widely regarded as one of the best in the world. And it gives it a melt-in-your-mouth texture. Let's see.
Baked by hand.
Come to think of
They
it,
got a website.
they always put little puns in here, and it says, "Come to think of it, there is one other thing that's short about these cookies: the time it will take to devour them." So apparently these things are pretty good. So
They got a website too.
Oh, it says melt in the mouth, baked by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Original family recipes. I haven't even opened mine yet, sorry.
I open it that way, that's the easiest way.
Man. Ooh, they smell good.
Yeah, they smell good.
I'm glad they're not melted, you know, from the weather and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really good.
Mm.
I like shortbread cookies. And then there's that little chocolate chip. It definitely tastes the butter, like it said.
That's close to being the best cookie I've ever tasted.
Those are really good. We might have to check out that website.
Yeah.
I would order these in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the website on the?
It was on the back. It's just
Deans.co.uk. I might have to order some of those.
Oh yeah.
So for me,
A 5.
obviously,
I'd say a 5.
I'm not going to say they're the best just yet because we haven't gotten to everything, but
Yeah. Really good though.
honestly, that would be a 10.
Yeah. If we were scaling 1 to 10.
Alright. The next thing is the Walker's Non-Such Dreamy Creamy. And it's basically an English toffee bar, is what it says. This is actually the Queen of England's favorite toffee, is what it says. Made by one of England's most renowned toffee companies, Walker's Non-Such, this famous buttery treat dates all the way back to the 1800s.
It's not very easy to open.
Walker's traditional toffee is still made using the same family recipe. Milk, butter, and molasses are heated to 300 degrees and then formed into solid blocks. And just like in the tiny shop, this toffee bar is meant to be whacked to break it into pieces. Not to worry though, as this yum isn't overly hard and brittle like most toffees. It's firm enough to crack, yet soft and creamy enough to melt in your mouth. So do as the queen must do when she eats this toffee and get whacking. So let's try whacking it like it says.
No, this is very soft. You're not going to be able to whack it.
Oh, well.
Like.
Oh, okay. Probably because, you know, from the heat and stuff. It's just like one big bar. Does it smell good?
It looks like something else, but I'm not going to.
It kind of looks like
it smells
the
good.
long Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, yeah, the long
Because the way it's... I mean, you probably could whack it. Told you.
What?
He whacked it and we lost half of it in the floor. Oh, it's right here. Oh, yeah, see, it breaks it apart. Look. Hey, you're losing our candy here. If this thing's really good, I'm going to be upset at you. So that piece is a no-go.
I'm just going to cut it because I can't whack it. There's not enough room over here.
Well, I'll just...
But the whacking works, so it may look soft, but the whacking works.
And I remember when I worked at Cracker Barrel a while back, they had some taffy, but it wasn't this brand or anything, but it was like a taffy. It wasn't toffee, but it was a taffy, and you had to whack it to break it apart. So this might have been, you know, like, I don't know if it's from the UK or not. It smells very caramelly.
It's good, but it hurt my teeth.
Yeah.
I love caramel, and it tastes like it. I don't know if that's what toffee's supposed to taste like, but...
You know what this reminds me of? The little sugar babies.
Definitely.
Minus the chocolate that's on the outside.
I wish I would have read the pack. Whack, then unwrap and enjoy.
Oh.
I wouldn't have lost it.
Oh well. That is I could see why.
It says just good ingredients.
I could see why the Queen of England was her favorite. Put the rest back in the pack. Because
I'm eating that tonight.
Not all of it.
But I'm gonna say a 5. Definitely a 5.
That was wrong.
You gotta be so loud. Oh.
That piece fell on the floor too.
It's good, but if I eat candy like that, it hurts my teeth.
And it also, well, I sit around with the sugar baby, but it reminds me of the sugar daddy too. If it was on a stick, that'd be a sugar daddy right now. Alright. And when it said toffee though, I thought it was going to be the...
I don't know what
like
toffee is.
When I think of toffee, I think of the really hard, like, Heath bar. So that was like toffee taffy, I guess. I don't know. Alright, on to the next one. The next thing is Johnny's pickled onion rings. Here we go with pickles.
I like the thing that they call over here in the United States Funyuns. And I thought it was going to taste like it, but then I read pickled, so...
Yeah, at the top, like it's been saying the name of it, and then it says pickled onion corn snack. It says you won't find peanuts at bars in the UK. Their pubs are adorned with something different, pickled onions. Small pearl onions soaked in salt, sugar, and vinegar have been a long British pub tradition.
Okay. I'm just going to say, they look big on the pack.
It's it.
But they're actually this small.
It says, never tried pickled onions? Fair warning, the little guys pack a seriously shocking punch, and that flavor is perfectly captured with these pungent pickled onion rings. With their strong oniony zest and vibrant tang, you'll be left wondering what just get you and where you can get more. I smell the onion, but then I smell the pickle stuff.
The pickled part. She doesn't like pickles.
But maybe this probably would not be as bad as those Pringles.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's go.
The whole time. They're not that strong in the pickle flavor.
That initial punch was like, ooh.
Yeah, but it's not... It wasn't like the Pringles. They were good.
Those are really different.
Those taste... it had the taste of the Funyuns.
Yeah,
but then it had the pickled flavor.
Yeah. And I've seen pickled onions. I think some people call them cocktail onions. We sell them at Walmart. People like to just eat the pickled onions right out the jar, and I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. But those are good. Alright, so those, I think those I'd probably give those a 3.
Yeah. I'd do a 3.
I mean, I'd eat those.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be my go-to snack.
So far, the UK is doing pretty good this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so next we've got Wagon Wheels Jammy. It's chocolate-covered marshmallow cookies with raspberry jam. When you eat one of these cookies, you're joining 350,000 other people who will eat them today. As one of the UK's most famous treats, over 125 million of these cookies are eaten every year.
Oh, hey,
These
look.
widely popular treats have it all. Gooey marshmallow fluff, a dollop of raspberry jam, 2 crumbly cookies, and a layer of creamy milk chocolate. Hey, what does that sound like, guys?
Moon pie.
A moon pie.
Looks exactly
Plus
like it.
the jam. But
yeah.
There's also like a little Debbie cake that's like this. That I can't remember what they're called, but they have the jam in the middle. Yeah. It says, this UK favorite is the crunchy, fluffy, fruity, chocolatey snack we never even knew we were missing.
Just a little bit of jam in there.
Yeah, it says just a dollop. Like in the middle. And these are
yeah.
This is Wagon Wheels Jammy. What are you doing?
Cut it in half.
I thought you already cut it.
Yeah, I already cut it in half, but I want to cut it in small.
The chocolate smells, like really cocoa-y. I want to make sure you get some jam.
The jam ain't bad.
Wow. This is good.
I'll have to let my dad try that one.
I mean,
he likes moon pies.
It's a really thin version of a moon pie.
Yeah.
And instead of like a soft thing like a moon pie has, this is crunchy.
Yeah.
Like it's got a crunch to it. And it's got less marshmallow, so that's why it's not as fluffy.
But it's just the right amount of stuff.
That's
right
good.
amount of ingredients. Yeah, I'd say probably a 4 for me.
A 4?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that a 5.
I still like the moon pie though.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but moon pies are still better.
Yeah, but we're over here in the United States, so
There's a bunch of chips in this one this time.
yeah, there is.
All right, next we have another Maki's brand, and it says Maki's Haggis and black pepper chips.
Ooh.
And there's spiced potato chips. Contains no meat, so I guess Haggis is some sort of meat. All right. So it says, if you ask any Scotsman what is haggis, he'll most likely chuckle and reply with, a small wild animal with 2 legs shorter than the others so it can run around the mountains without falling over. Never heard of wild haggis? That means you haven't fallen for the trick. Describing haggis this way is something Scotsmen like to do to American tourists rather than reveal the truth. And it works because according to a 2003 survey, 1/3 of American tourists actually thought haggis was a wild animal. So now comes an inevitable question. What is haggis really? The national dish of Scotland. It's a pudding made from a mixture of sheep's pluck, which is heart, liver, and lungs, onions, grains, and spices that sit boiled in an animal's stomach. Okay, we admit, it may not sound immediately appealing. That's probably why the wild animal joke came about in the first place. But the famous pudding is surprisingly delicious, especially when served traditionally with tatties and neeps, which is mashed potatoes and root vegetables. With these haggis flavored potato chips, you'll get to taste the entire meat and potatoes meal rolled into one crunchy snack. Feeling a bit unsure? Don't worry, there's no meat in these. Just the unique, full-bodied flavor of Scotland's national dish. Maybe I shouldn't have read that, because now I'm like,
no wonder they
the chip looks weird.
It's like a thick chip. Alright, I'm going for it.
Oh, it smells good though. It smells really good. I get the pepper for sure. It's good, but I can't describe the flavor.
No.
I mean, it's just, it doesn't even really tell. It just says haggis and black pepper seasoning. I don't know. I don't know that flavor. It's just like a meat flavor. And the pepper, like, there's a lot of pepper, so it's a, you know, a little bit of a spice.
Okay, that one I got. I don't know if a lot of people would know this, but if you've ever had potted meat, that's kind of what it tastes like.
Oh yeah.
That's the meat in it that kind of you could kind of taste a little bit of that flavor.
I don't know if potted meat is like a all over the USA kind of thing, or if it's just like a regional thing. But it comes in a little small can.
And very, very cheap.
And it's like basically really finely chopped up meat that people down in the South, we either will spread it on like a sandwich or we'll put it on like a cracker and eat it. And it's really salty. But it does have that flavor. I don't really eat potted meat because I don't really like that flavor. But that was good in the chip. So for me, I mean, those are pretty good.
I'd probably say a 3.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I love potted meat, but I don't know.
That was definitely, to me, like, that. I think that's probably going to end up being the most unique to me.
If she wouldn't have read that, I think I would have liked it a little bit more.
Sorry.
But I don't know.
Alright, so the last 3 things is candy.
Candy.
Alright. So the first one is the little red and white. half red, half white.
Yeah, I know, but it looks like something's been leaking.
Well, those, I mean, they're pretty hot. These come from, like, the packages come from New Jersey, so I don't know what the weather's like in New Jersey, but...
It's hot, just like this.
Alright, so the first one we're going to do is called
that one?
Royale Cheese. Yeah. And it's black currant and champagne flavored candies. And in parentheses it says contains no alcohol.
Champagne flavor. I don't like champagne.
Cur Royale is a French cocktail containing champagne and black currant liquor.
What's this one? This one's open. Well,
this tiny deep purple berry is one of the UK's most popular fruits. Quit.
It got on my thumb.
Let's see. Because of that, black currant is used mainly for baking and cooking rather than eating raw. We like the other use too, making them into these ridiculously tasty candies.
We'll see how they taste.
You gonna give me mine?
Yeah. I'm opening it for you. That's being nice.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing. It smells good.
Currant.
What is that?
It's like a berry, I guess.
Oh.
I've never had champagne. But you?
Mmm. I like that berry.
Mm-hmm.
And they only gave us 2 of these?
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a tease. They were
so
good.
2 of those and like 4 of those.
Man, that was good. I'd give that one a 10 if I could. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but
you didn't.
It wasn't intentional. Yeah, I did.
Sorry.
Man, those were good.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could have gave it a 10. No, if I could, yeah. 10 for that. Those were good.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know what was the white stuff. Did it say the other stuff?
That's the champagne part of it. The black currant was like the reddish purplish looking, and then the champagne was the white part.
I'm glad we're getting to the candy in the end. Get that pepper taste out of my mouth.
The black currant is a small fruit similar to a blueberry, but but much more tart and far less sweet. So that's why it's not that sweet. It's more tart.
It was really good.
All right.
I would recommend it. Yeah.
These next ones seem a little weird. It's the yellowish looking ones.
Yeah.
They're called Stockley's Chocolate Limes. Lime candies filled with chocolate. A weird combination to me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is what they look like.
Their bold sweets, called appropriately chocolate limes, have remained one of the country's most popular treats. A lime-flavored hard shell encases a smooth cocoa center, bringing the unique candies a mouth-watering fusion of nutty richness and fresh tang. So what are you waiting for? Pop one into your mouth and taste for yourself what you'd be subjected to if you were still under the kingdom's rule.
You can't eat that one because it's very sticky, but I cut it in half so we didn't have to, No.
So we wouldn't...
So we wouldn't have to sit here and suck on it and then get to the middle and...
No.
Because I don't want to be hurting my teeth.
He's chopping them in half. But make sure you show them the middle. Be careful. Please don't cut yourself on camera.
Wow, that is a very small hint of chocolate.
Yeah. Probably just a perfect little... You see the little brown in the middle? That's the chocolate. Alright. I'm kind of nervous for this, but... Smells very limey.
I don't have a problem with limes.
Oh, they're chewy.
I didn't know it would be that chewy. I don't taste much chocolate.
Yeah, me either.
I taste mostly lime. You want this one?
No, we'll get more chocolate.
No good. What?
That's good. I like lime like candy. It's really good.
I got some good candy over there.
I didn't really get no chocolate. Like, I didn't really taste it.
Okay, that one.
It's there.
That one I tasted just a little bit of chocolate.
But the one that he just ate, the look, it had a lot more chocolate in it, and he said he got a little bit more chocolate flavor. So,
but it didn't throw the flavor off. It was.
I thought it was going to be a lot of chocolate to kind of overpower that lime, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Good. Those I'd probably give a 5 as well.
Yeah, 5 definitely. Doing so good on candy so far.
Yeah, the UK, you're really rocking out this candy.
And this looks like a little caramel square. So.
It's not caramel.
I know, but it
looks
like it.
Alright, it's called Prosecco Fudge. Sparkling wine flavored fudge. Contains no alcohol. It's sweet and it's bubbly and it's undeniably Italian. Or is bubbly. It? While the Italian wine company Crapone Malvotti has laid claim to inventing sparkling Prosecco, many in the USA, the UK have other ideas. According to them, an English scientist named Christopher Merritt experimented with sparkling wine over 200 years prior, even before the French made their first champagne. Let's see. Regardless of who actually invented Prosecco, the UK is certainly the first to put it in fudge, and with its soft texture and fragrant flavor, we'll certainly toast to that. Hey, so let's toast to our fudge. Ding. Really soft.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not bad.
I mean, it just tastes like, you know, like a caramel fudge.
Mm-hmm. I'd give that a 5 too.
I mean,
that did real good on the candy.
I don't know what Prosecco is supposed to taste like the actual wine. And I guess if I knew what the wine tasted like, you know, then I would know, like, you know, then I might be able to taste it more. Oh, there's fondant in that.
What?
There's fondant in those caramels. But, like, it doesn't even, in the ingredients, because on the booklet it shows you the ingredients. Even in the little ingredients list, it doesn't say anything about sparkling wine. That's weird. I guess maybe the flavor's there, but they shouldn't put it, I don't know. I mean, it just says natural flavoring, so I don't know. Alright. So that one, I'd say a 5 on, well, I'd say for me probably a 4.5. That was my least favorite candy, I think, but it was still good.
What?
He went back to that toffee.
Very good.
So the clue to next month's box, it says, next month we're putting on smiles and hopping on boats to a place filled with temples and markets that float. There'll be lemongrass soup and hot spicy curry, so stand by your mailbox and say, mailman, please hurry.
I got an idea.
So there's boats, there's temples, and there's markets that float. And then there's like lemongrass soup, and you know, that doesn't really give a clue, but markets that float, I'm not really sure. I'm not a big history buff, so like these. Well,
I've seen this because I've watched River Monsters, and he goes over there on the other side of the world and fishes in the rivers that are over there.
Like the market, yeah.
And I've seen a lot of floating markets.
I don't know. If you guys think you have a guess, leave it in the comments below, and we'll.
The temple makes me think of Egypt, but it can't be.
No, because they don't.
Because they don't have floating markets. I don't think.
But it's somewhere where they're on boats too. So like I feel like maybe like in whenever I used to be really really active in
Indonesia?
church, like there was a lot of places that like people would stand on their boats and like paddle, and they would have. But I don't know. If you guys have a guess, he's saying Indonesia. I'm not really sure.
Somewhere in that area.
But if you have a guess, leave it in the comments below. Usually, they'll tell us like the country like maybe a week or two before they actually ship these out. Right around the same time that they usually take your money from your bank, they usually will. They'll usually tell you. They'll give hints closer to time, and then by the time they actually take your money for the box, they'll usually right around that same time tell what the country is. So if you guys have any hints as to where this will be, leave us a comment and we'll let y'all know if you're correct or not.
Definitely leave a comment. We would like to see everybody's guessing.
Yeah. And I think what we're going to try to do, I'm going to go into Universal Yums. I'm going to cancel our subscription, but only because I want to wait and see what the country is for the next month, and we might upgrade to the I think it's the Yum Yum, which is like that's the second one, and the one we get now is $15, and I think the Yum Yum is like $25, and the Super Yum is like $50. I'm not trying to do the Super Yum, but we might probably
do that around January.
We'll probably
do the big one.
Do the next size up next month. So look out for that. And we'll fill this out, you know, with our votes. And it tells you to tag Universal Yums, and you could have a chance to win a box, a free box with your favorite Yums in there. I've never won, but I mean, I posted
it's a chance.
I usually do it on Facebook and Instagram.
Just like they say about the lottery. If you want to win the lottery, you got to play it to win it.
Okay, so this is another clue, I guess. Prepare your taste buds for one fascinating fusion. Next month you'll be munching on pineapple with spices. So I'm thinking it might be a little like dried pineapple, like spicy dried pineapple or something, like pineapple chips kind of. Alright guys, so I think this is gonna be it for this video. We really enjoyed the UK. We hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and come back next month and we'll definitely have another one and probably the next size up.
Yep.
And we will let y'all know when we find out the country. Again, if you have a guess as to what next month is going to be, please leave us a comment down below. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget, we're still doing our giveaway. We're right at 60 subscribers, so we really appreciate that. We got about 40 more to go before we're actually going to do our giveaway. Yep. We got to go shopping for that this week.
Yep.
So yeah,
shopping.
And go check out the Facebook group. Also, go check out our shirts that we have. All the links for all that stuff is going to be down below. Also, we are going to hopefully be setting up our P.O. box this week. So we will, you know, let you guys know all about that. And we will definitely see y'all in the next video. Alright guys, bye.